That's my first question, Sue, is how long have you lived in New York City and in your current apartment?
Well, I arrived here a year after college, and that would have been in September 1961. And I've been in my current apartment since October of about 1974 or 5. I don't remember which, but you do the math.
Wow.
Awful.
So, as you're aging in New York, what do you see if you would have to name a thing or two as the greatest challenges to your own independence,
For me, are health related,
health related?
and being able to achieve and maintain a kind of quality of life and fulfill some of my expectations for retirement.
Can you give us any upsides of aging?
A little resilience, a little sense of humor, a little whatever.
Goes a long way.
Yeah, you can. I think I have a good deal of that. But at the same time, there are reasons why you really need to have cultivated that if possible. And I think life gives us that. I think the process of living, and I think young people need to realize this, that the hard times when you're younger, you tend to either gloss over or you gnash your teeth over, but you don't realize you're learning something.
It's true.
And that's what we elders have. It's like having money in the bank, in a way.
So I'm going to now explain to people how I know this lovely lady, Sue Chandler. About 10 years ago, Ms. Chandler was the executive director of Search and Care, founding the agency with the Reverend Clark Oler of Church of the Holy Trinity. So when you started the agency with Reverend Oler, how did you see the agency differing from what was available at that point for older people in New York City, or maybe wasn't available at that point?
We started Search and Care. It was in response to Clark's he was horrified when he learned that a woman had died of starvation in Upper Yorkville. She was an old lady who was living and was eligible for SSI, which had just become available, but she didn't know about it, and she was probably very proud or super independent. But I really had a protective services agenda. In my heart, I felt, and I still feel, and the people who've fallen through aren't going to make it unless somebody goes out and finds them and meets them on their terms. And that was my concern, was you don't get a bureaucratic approach to people. Anyway, I don't like it. But especially with people who have very special needs and are very frightened or very closed or ignorant of help.